Hey, welcome to NubianQueen-Tarot YouTube channel, and also welcome to my TikTok channel, Top Notch Goddess 40. Hey, my color rainbow hot fairies, grand rising, grand day, grand evening, different time zones. How are you guys today? I'm going to do some collectives today of, it's still some people that need to be shedding some things, taking accountability for things. It's some people that need to, really release old habits, old ways, old thinking, old things of being able to be embraced with new teachings and new awareness of be reintroducing to yourself of your ancestors and also the higher gods, because the ancestors that's rocking and rolling with the higher gods, they're all about love and light. They're all about elevation and motivation and level up and leveling up your spiritual gifts, or leveling up your spiritual journey, or leveling up yourself of self accountability, self-worth, self-knowledge. You got to be a sponge. You can't just be a teacher and not be a student either. You have to be a student and a teacher at the same time. See, I'm psychic, a psychic medium, I'm an empath, I'm a shaman, I'm all of that in one. Earth seed, earth angel, light worker, star seed, I'm all of that in one. I know all my higher selves. I have healed a lot of my higher selves, and also my dark. I know all of those reincarnated selves of me. And it's still some people that still need to be reawakened to who they are, and to start elevating their mind, body, and soul the right way in order to grasp the knowledge, the wisdom, the teachings, and still be able to grasp and soak in more teachings from other people, because you can be taught new things from other people. You have to be able to embrace those people with love, and not embrace them with competition, or embrace them with jealousy or envy or hatefulness, or sabotaging yourself out of something that could be amazing if you allow it and embrace it. A lot of people are not embracing different people or people because they feel like, because they're not shining, or they're not looking all glamorous, or showing off all types of things or whatever, to be knowing a lot of wisdom. Because I carry a lot of wisdom. I may not say a lot of things, I may just observe a lot of things, but I have a lot of wisdom that the higher gods teach me on a regular. I love being a sponge for them. I love using my gifts for them, using through them. I don't like to use my gifts without their permission, or do anything without their permission, because it's a spiritual warfare going on. So it's a lot of wicked ancestors, and a lot of wicked angels that aren't good angels anymore, because they want to see people stay in low vibrations instead of high vibrations. So if you feel like you haven't been getting the downloads or the upgrades, or the other gifts that you think that you got, it's because you need to be taking the self accountability for certain things. You need to be self-aware about protecting your crown chakra if you haven't grasped and leveled up, to be able to handle being able to block off negative ancestors, or negative angels, or negative spirits. Or you have to be able to elevate that enough to where you could be able to wear your head uncovered and still be protected. A lot of people has been doing a lot of wicked things, and they need to take accountability for that in order to reawaken to who you are, because it's still a lot of bitterness. You have to, in order to achieve abundance, it's not just money. Abundance is wisdom, knowledge, teaching, being a student, being able to embrace who you are, and being able to flow naturally for who you are, and your gifts and your abilities, and enhancing them by getting to know your ancestors that really rock with you, that really want to see you elevate and not be misguided. Because I've been, I purged, because I'm still on this healing journey as well of, growing my spiritual gifts and other abilities that I have. You know, I have this sense of being able to feel a lot of people's emotions, and I'm not only just my all color rainbow heart fairies, but near and far, you know. So a lot of people are, a lot of my spiritual babies that's, you know, in tuned and, you know, doing the dark nights of the soul or doing the healing work. They literally are taking accountability for the things that they are sabotaging for themselves and what they allow other people to come in and sabotage for them. So you have to pay attention to who trying to elevate you and who trying to keep you stuck in stagnation of, you know, low vibration, you know, because them higher gods, mother, you know, the mother of all mothers, you know, that's father's wife, and also the mother of all his children. So, you know, you have to respect her just as much as you have to respect his son. You know, y'all call him Jesus, I call him Yahweh, Yahshua, you know, the Most High. That God is an important God. You know, he is the God of human life and consciousness, you know, and he's about, you know, giving, you know, constructive criticism of healthy environment for you. He wants to elevate your mind. He wants you to expand your mind. He wants you to, you know, be able to see wickedness from a mile away. He want to be able to, you know, give you that unconditional love, because his values and views are different from his father's. His father is the higher God as well. His name is Head Chief in Charge. You know, a lot of people call him Allah. You know, I call him Allah because he's the all-loving God, but he can be ruthless when he needs to be, especially when it comes to his spiritual babies and, you know, his grandchildren and great-grandchildren that is connected, you know, with him and his son and his wife. You know, they are a unique universe, uniqueness. They want nothing but the best for us. They want us to elevate. They want us to, you know, get the truth, want to seek the truth. They want us to grasp the truth. They want us to, you know, acknowledge them on a aspect of gratitude, showing gratitude to receive gratitude back. But if you showing them negative energy, negative flow, negative vibes, they're not going to show you gratitude back. They're going to give you a whole lot of harsh lessons, you know. So you have to be careful of how you approach, you know, the situation of the spiritual journey, because there's a lot of people that's doing wicked things in high places and low places. But you got to know that them high gods and them lower gods that works on both playing fields pay attention to everything, meaning your thought process, how you move, how you act, how you treat people, how you doing yourself. So if you doing self-sabotage to yourself, how is you expecting to give, you know, this spiritual knowledge or spiritual wisdom to someone else if you not even taking accountability for your own actions and treating people like garbage? You know, you have to be able to elevate and grow. It's a spiritual growth, healing growth. You have to heal anything that is bothering you, anything that's keeping you stuck, that's keeping you, you know, doubting the higher gods. Because if you doubt them, they're going to give you a lot of doubt. They're going to give you harsh reality of, don't doubt us. You know, seeing is to believe. You know, believe in the unknown. Don't allow yourself to get tempted by temptation or tempt yourself out of, you know, something good because you're not sure of who this person is, or you don't know, you know, this person is a good person, but you ain't take the time to get to know this person either. You just took it upon yourself to try to gang up on people because you wanted to, you know, show that you this leader. But that's not being a leader, being a bully to someone, or hurting someone, or misplacing somebody, or deceiving somebody, or misusing somebody, or taking advantage of somebody's goodness. You know, we on this spiritual journey to, you know, learn from each other, teach each other, help each other, show each other love. If you want the same thing reciprocated, you have to do the same thing. Because if you giving me the same rah-rah, guess what? My spiritual team, my gods, the higher gods, the gods, the only gods that I represent on a higher plane, you know, that beautiful sun is shining down on me for a reason. I'm not an egotistical person. I'm not in my prideness. I'm just standing in my queenness to let you guys know that you do not have to be pushed aside, or you don't have to, you know, be ignorant or selfish, or, you know, use people in order to gain everything. Because you can gain a whole lot of wisdom and teaching and knowledge if you just allow yourself to be embraced properly. You know, it could be, you could have a little feistiness about you, but you don't have to be ignorant. You don't have to be disrespectful, because, you know, the old saying, do not touch my anointed ones. So the higher gods definitely got some anointed children, got some chosen children that are truly in tune to the higher vibrations of the elevation of this land and of the people in this land. Because not only do the higher gods care about their children, they also care about your well-being. They also want to make sure you're doing good by other people and also yourself. So you can't sit up here and say you spiritual if you doing wicked things behind closed doors, thinking that they're not going to see your hand. So you have to pay attention to that. You have to pay attention to what ancestors is pushing you and driving you to do crooked things. Because when you do crooked things, you're going to get back crookedness. You're going to get back emptiness. You're going to get back low vibrational things. You're not going to get the good. You're not going to receive nothing good. You know, you're not going to receive the wisdom. You're not going to receive the knowledge. You're not going to receive the upgrades. You're not going to receive the knowledge. You're not going to receive nothing good if you continue to treat people like shit and then expect them to treat you, you know, good, but you treated them like dog shit. Because I literally see a pile of shit like horse manure from a lot of people that's, you know, pretending that they spiritual, but they up in here trying to finesse people. You know, they're not even healing themselves. They're not even taking a, you know, initiative to acknowledge, you know, high vibrational people. And, you know, they're not even accepting that, you know, these people are very in tune to their higher selves and in tune with those higher gods. You know, and in tune with this beautiful nature, this beautiful tree that I'm sitting behind that actually, you know, is listening to me, and she's flapping her tree, you know, her leaves and saying, let them know, let them know, you know. So, you know, you have to know when, you know, people are doing good to you, and you got to know when to let go of people that's not serving your highest good, not doing your right. You know, they have to learn the lessons on their own. Sometimes you have to walk away from people in order to be able to understand what you took part in, you know, taking accountability of what you did, you know, to have these people shut the doors for you. If you don't want those doors closed to you of you being assisted or being helped or being elevated, you got to take accountability and grow up and be mature and ride this wave of this spiritual journey with love and light and healing, and being in understanding that, you know, the reason why other people might be, you know, higher than you is because they have lived a lot of reincarnated lives, you know. And they really are taking accountability for their actions, their low vibrations, when they in low vibrations, or even when someone else is bringing them low vibration. You got to know what spirit team that you working with, because not every ancestor is working with the higher gods. They working against the higher gods. They working for the wickedness, the evilness, the spell casting against people and taking people's free will from them. Those are the ancestors that you do not want to represent you, because they're not going to elevate you. They are here to do a specific job, and that's to keep you in low places and not keep you rising. You have to want to rise in order to grasp all the wisdom and the knowledge and the teachings that you want to acknowledge, and also the abundance that carry along. You have to show gratitude for whatever little things that the higher gods give you. You have to be, you know, excited about it. You know, you have to pat yourself on the back. You know, I had to learn that too, because I didn't, you know, acknowledge the accomplishments that I possessed and what I brought to the table of helping heal people and you know, standing up for my, you know, beliefs and standing up for the higher gods, and to letting the higher gods know I will give my life for y'all. And I have no problem with giving my life to them, because they have given a lot to me. You know, they put me through a lot, and I've been through a lot with people that came in my life, and I had to literally purge those people out of my life and love them from afar. I could love you, but I don't have to partake in any of the low vibration things that you're doing, because I'm on this high vibrational being of changing. You know, I'm not of this earth. I'm not from here. You know, I'm from a different, you know, atmosphere. So, you know, I'm very in tune to who I am, and I'm not going to let no one or anything stand in my way or stop me from speaking my voice and allowing my other spiritual all color rainbow hot fairies, kings and queens speak their voice and speak their gifts and use their gifts in the good way. When you use your gifts in the wicked way, then you're going to get back wicked. You're going to receive a whole lot of trials and tribulations. You're not going to receive abundance of financial gain, wisdom, knowledge, love. You're not going to get none of that, because you're not learning from, yourself. You're not learning from those lessons that the higher gods and the good angels and also the ancestors will give you. They will give you challenges. They will give you that to see if you're spiritually strong. Only the weak is going to perish. The strong is going to survive and can continue to elevate. He don't want his weak children around his high vibrational children. The higher gods, they don't want that. They want everybody to be high vibrational. If you in low vibration, that means you need to be, going aside, isolation mode, and talking to them higher gods and asking them for assistance. Help fix me, help heal me, help me, relieve all of this pressure of trauma that went through on in my life. I don't want this trauma to, exercise my spiritual journey of being able to embrace other people. Because when if you don't heal from that and purge from that, and when I mean by purge, I mean literally releasing all that hate, resentment, jealousy, envy, competition, worry, non-believing. Your faith got to be so strong that no matter the trials and tribulations, that it's going to be okay. It's going to get better. It's going to get worse before it get better. And when you get the worst first, that means the end of that worst is going to be better, much better for you, baby. Because I have seen better days. I have seen worse days. And I have not complained, because it's the song by I Will Not Complain, because when people gave me a lot of difficulties, I went to the higher gods. I turned it over to them. I said, I need for y'all to literally come in my life fully, because if y'all not in my life fully, and my ancestors, then I'm a shit show. And what I mean by a shit show, meaning, I'm losing things, I'm losing, my mind of, why is I'm being so given to people that's not deserving? Why is I'm up here showing all this love to people and I don't get it back in return? And he had to teach, the higher gods and the good angels and the ancestors that rock and roll with me, they had to let me know, look, you different from other people. Your sensitivity is very on high. So it's not just your emotions that you carry everybody's emotions because of who you are and your gifts are. And and you just got to understand that not everybody is gonna be your cup of tea. And just still love them regardless, because even the people that dislike me or chose to take a part in trying to destroy me or hurt me or diminish me, I still love them. But I pray that you find that healing that you need, because I can't take you on my route with me. I can't, because I have given a lot of teachings and a lot of, truth to a lot of people, and a lot of people still, be like, she don't know what the hell she talk about, or, oh, no, I know a lot. I've been here for a very long time, but, just like it's other people that's been here, multiple times, and they healing old things in the past and previous lives, and also this life that they asked to come back to fix past things that they've been through or what they put other people through. So that's the real spiritual journey of healing all of your past. Even if this is your first time being here on this planet for the very first time, you have to heal things that your family members have, took a part in and tried to hurt and destroy. You have to learn how to heal that within you, because if you still harboring envy and jealousy and resentment and competition, that means there's people in your ancestry that is envy, that has envy all in them, and you need to help heal that with them. You need to go within and isolate yourself and really heal those wounds from those ancestors past, you know, and your past. You know, you are the curse breaker if you got, you know, blessed to have these spiritual gifts, because not everybody is blessed with these spiritual gifts. They are blessed in different ways, meaning you don't have to be, you know, a psychic medium to have feelings or to feel people's feelings. It's the energy, it's energy. So you have to be able to, you know, you know, sharpen your gifts. Meaning, because not only am I spiritual, but I'm also a nurse, retired nurse. So I've been taking care of people all my life. I had to be an adult before I was even done being a child. I took on a lot, you know. So, you know, and I had to go through a lot. Because when you go through a lot, if God give you the higher gods, if the higher gods, meaning mother, father, and son, give you a lot of trials and tribulations, that means that they see something else in you that can bring out the best in you. Use that pain as your testimony. Use them triggers as your testimony. Use, you know, the God-given talents that the higher gods and the ancestors, they saying so we gave you. Use those gifts for good, for the greater good of yourself and others, because that's how you expand more. You know, you can't be one-sided. You cannot be lopsided. You cannot be sideways. You can't be wishy-washy. You can't be, you know, you can't say, oh, I'm a spiritual person, but then behind closed doors, you up there wishing for somebody's downfall. You up there doing death magic on them. You up there doing, you know, rituals against them. It's like you doing all of this hard work on trying to sabotage yourself and other people, that you missing the brighter side of the light. Do you see how amazing this light from the sun is beaming down on me because I'm speaking truth? You know, like he literally turned up the heat. He like, no, give him the heat, baby. Give him the heat. You know, don't sugarcoat nothing. You know, keep it 100, you know. And I love it when they put that sun on me. I love it. You know, I acknowledge who I am. I'm not afraid to show people who I am. So this is me. This is me. You know, I'm a product of the higher gods, baby, and them good ancestors that rock and roll with me, and, you know, the good angels, and why I'm able to work with the universe uniquely and, you know, on point is because I am really loving on them fully, and I'm, you know, loving on their creations of the land, the trees, the animals, the people, the food. Like, you have to put out positive energy, good energy, in order to be able to nourish your body back with the same amount of nutrients that you pushing out is the same you want to be give to you. So if I'm pushing out good nutrients for you, I expect y'all to give it back to me. But then if I don't receive it, I already know I'm going to receive it from them higher gods and them good angels and them good ancestors. You have to have that mind frame to open up this third eye completely and stop, you know, sabotaging yourself out of a victory because you holding all this resentment, or you holding all this jealousy, or you holding all this unknowing, or you letting the wrong people blindside you. Because I'm also seeing the Two of Swords, you know, you know, closed mind and blindfolds on your eyes, don't thinking that you know it all, and not even knowing that it's people that's physically returned back to help us and to heal us and to, you know, enlighten us, and y'all throw them to the side because y'all more worried about the likes, the follows, and the money instead of worrying about healing this amazing planet that the higher gods created for all of us to be in. You know, it's a lot of things that people are not even trying to understand. but it ain't for them. If they don't want to understand it or grasp it or tune themselves into it, this message ain't for them. This message is speaking to the ones that really want to heal themselves and heal others and heal, you know, the vibrations of this world and heal the food that we eat, the water we drink, you know, heal the creations of the birds, the bees, the trees, the crocodiles, you know, the raccoons, you know, the crickets, all of that. Everything is a spiritual journey. You know, everything is an elevation. Everything is a level up. Everything is, you know, seeing the loving light of things even in dark places. You know, because dark cannot heal dark, but light can heal dark. But dark can heal his darkness to become light if they want to. You have to want it. You have to earn it. You have to not earn it, but yearn it. You have to want it. You know, you have to see, you know, goodness in yourself and also see goodness in other people as well. Because deep down, even though the people that, you know, come against me, I still see deep down inside of them, they still got goodness, but they need to expand that goodness. They need to uplift that goodness. They need to love themselves. Because if you don't love yourself, you don't love the higher gods. Because they're all about love. And the way you treat their children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren is how you gonna get treated back in return from the universe. From what goes around comes around, you reap what you sow. So if you out there pushing out false narratives and false all of that, but then you expecting the higher gods and the good ancestors and the good angels to align your pockets, they gonna align your pockets, all right? Well, bullshit. Trust and believe that they as ruthless as you want them to be, and they could also be as nice and loving as well. You know, I love them, and I love expressing the way I love on them higher gods. Through it all, the trials, the tribulations, all of it, I still love them. I still love them, and I still love the teachings, the knowledge, the wisdom, the spiritual growth. I love them ranking me up, leveling me up, nurturing me, you know, telling me when I need to fast, telling me when I need to, you know, dance, or telling me, you know, when I need to, you know, just let certain things just go. Because it ain't meant for you to have in your seasons no more, baby. So you got to know what seasons you need to be releasing and not allowing certain things to corrupt your mind, body, and soul in order to see the fruits of your labor. Because if you think that your fruits of your labor is not being acknowledged, it's because, you know, you pushing out too much hate. You pushing out too much negative energy. But even if you pushing out positive flow, positive vibes, wisdom, knowledge, and you still not getting that acknowledgement, it's okay. Because your time is going to come. Don't worry. Because God, the higher gods, you know, mother, father, son, you know, and the good ancestors and the good angels, they're going to make sure you have everything that you need. Not what you want, but what you need. Because you don't need a whole lot of riches to be happy, to be enjoyment, to be living life comfortably. Because a lot of people don't even realize a homeless person could be, you know, they don't even worry about money anymore. Certain ones. Because they still got their faith. They still believe in the higher gods. They believe that it's still good in this world. And they do still believe that they're going to be able to get their food, water, somewhere to wash, or even a pair of new shoes or clothes. It's people changing this world because they changing themselves. And if you don't change yourself, how you going to be able to, you know, help somebody else if you're not even taking accountability for your own actions? Because what y'all think that's not being seen is being seen in all types of places, baby. You know. And, you know, you have to treat people right if you want them to treat you right. If you want to grasp a lot of new things, you know. I love being a teacher and a student because I'm a sponge that likes to be soaked in a lot of knowledge and wisdom and truth. You know, be around people that's going to motivate you. Be around people that's going to uplift you. Be around people that's going to tell you when you doing something wrong. And if they tell you in a crooked way, then they are being malicious. But if somebody is literally speaking their truth to you and being calm, and their voice just, you know, may rise up a little bit more, you know, that's because the higher gods is coming through in the ancestors. That's why sometimes you hear my voice get higher. It's because they want me not to be quiet. They want me to give it all to you, baby. That's what a teacher does. She gives you what you need to know, not what you want to know, what you need to know to elevate your mind, elevate your body, elevate your soul, elevate yourself to unconditionally love yourself and others, and love them higher guides and the ancestors that's rocking and rolling with you. You know, it's the law, not just the physical law, it's the spiritual law as well. It's the universal law as well too. And I'm in tune with every last one of those laws. You know, I'm in tune with every universe besides just this earth. I'm in tune. I know who I am. I know who represents me, and I know who don't. But I still can give y'all a little bit of the treasures of the, you know, teachings, because I consider teachings treasures. Little, you know, like, you know, when mice, you know, you pour out, you know, cheese for mice, and they, you know, that's my ancestors. They give me little pieces of cheese. That's my wisdom, my knowledge, my discernment, my intuition, my spiritual growth, my understanding, my knowledge. All this stuff, they putting it all in this mind of mine. And they want me to expand it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to expand it to help heal other people. Not everybody going to take it. And a lot of people going to take it as, damn, she really is trying to, you know, elevate your mind, body, and soul. She really is in tune to herself. She really know herself. She really love herself. She really wants to see people win. And yes, I do. I don't let the naysayers, you know, dictate my life. I let the higher gods and the good angels and the good ancestors dictate my life and my purpose and my routes. Because if they veer you off, it's a reason. I'm looking straight ahead, and I'm looking in my peripheral, but I'm also looking all 365, you know, meters, millimeters, with this third eye. You heard me? So, you know, so that is what I wanted to tell you guys. You know, this was a, you know, just me speaking my truth on, you know, Nubian Queen Tarot, and also Top Notch Goddess 40 on TikTok, and also, you know, my talk show, Nubian King and Queen Flavor, my business, also Table Tea Talk, Cutthroat. I'm a cutthroat spiritual person. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm gonna tell you like it is, because my ancestors go back from miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles, so they are not sugarcoaters. Not all of them, you know. I got some that's sugar coaters, and I got some that's cutthroat. They don't care. They gonna get you to understand, or else, you know, you gonna get your ass whooped. And I don't like getting in trouble with my ancestors at all. So, you know, you have to be careful who you align yourself with, you know. And, you know, if you being gravitated to someone, it's a reason for that. You know, don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed to share your story or speak your truth, and be vulnerable, be authentic when you speak. You know, words are spells too. You have to be careful. And also when you're thinking it too, it spells too, you know. So if you want good things for yourself, you got to want good things for other people too, you know, not just for yourself. We are changed. the people that's awakened and being awakened to who they are and want to learn this and want to soak in all of this wisdom and knowledge and teaching and all of that good stuff, and taking, you know, their triggers and turning it into something greater for themselves and traumas, and they turning it around for them because they don't want to be, you know, the victims anymore. You got to stop playing the victim, because fathers and mother did not raise victims. They didn't. They didn't. They created warriors, and you have to learn how to turn on that warriorness and also be kind and caring and loving to other people in order to receive all of this amazing things that people just push to the side. See, I embrace it. Like, I embrace it and I love it so much, you know. But I'm gonna leave this out. On this note, I'm gonna do a namaste, okay? And I'm gonna do a spiritual message from the spiritual oracles, ancestors, okay? All right. And we're gonna end it on that note, okay, babies? And don't let me forget, fairies are real too. I'm so sorry, babies. They've been yelling at me. I was wondering why I was hearing that ringing in my ear like that. They was like, oh, you forgot about us, mama. So I apologize to my fairies. There are real fairies. They're not cartoon characters. They come in animal form, and they don't present themselves to people that is not, you know, in their inner, healing their inner child, or, you know, healing themselves. They don't deal with nothing negative. Those fairies are good fairies, you know, good creatures. You know, they come in butterfly form, they come in cricket form, they come in moth form, they come in rabbit form, you know. They could come in any form you need them to be, and they also can they could come you know, fly by. They could fly, they could, you know, they could come in any type of form to assist you with your healing your inner child. Any wounds that hurt you while you was a child, or things that you had to go through or see, you know, they here to help heal that, so you can still be in your childlike innocence at times as well. You know, because that being, you know, a healer, you have to heal that inner child in you too, not just your adult, but your inner child. You know, especially if you've been through a lot of trials and tribulations of death, or seeing death, or being around death, or being around negative people, meaning family, friends, whatever, co-workers, playmates. You know, they want you to heal that, so you could be able to see that you are unique in your own fairy way. I love my fairies. And they said, thank you, mama, because they definitely was screaming in my ear, you forgot about the main ones, the other ones. So to my fairies, must be y'all the MVPs too, so don't get into it. So on that note, I'm gonna see what the fairies want y'all to know first. Or whatever. Cause they like, hold up, mama. Protection, inspiration. Yes, the fairies definitely was upset, but they upset not with me, because I apologize, but I took accountability of acknowledging them too. They are part of the higher God's creations too, you know. So, you know, they want people to start using their inspiration. They want people to start, you know, protecting themselves of healing, protecting yourself from the wicked, you know, protecting yourself from evil doers or wicked doers, or people that is not, you know, gonna motivate you or inspire you to be greater than what you was yesterday or last year or the year before or past. You want your better to be now, you know. Love me now, Because when my later becomes greater, you are not going to be a part of that. You know, love me now, because when my greater comes, you're going to be regretting it. I forgot who sang that, but it was a message from that. Either love me now before my greater comes. Is basically they want you to love yourself. Pure intention, have pure intentions. Pay attention to the signs, okay? Pay attention to everything, you know. Music is good for the soul as well. Laughter is good for the soul as well, okay? If you want new beginnings and new abundance of new fresh money, fresh wisdom, fresh knowledge, fresh teachings, spiritual growth of your spiritual gifts, then you have to take accountability for your actions. Come together. Pure intentions. You have to have pure intentions. Pure-hearted intentions. Be good to people. Okay? That was a heavy channel message that my ancestors and my good angels and the fairies and also the higher guys needed me to, you know, talk about. It needed to be talked about. You know. Oh, no. Don't fly away now. Hold up, y'all. Excuse me. My cards flying. Cards is flying. You gotta be one with the wind, baby. Going with the wind, baby. Okay, fairy. Okay, fairies, what messages of this channel message of my talk show Cutthroat of what the ancestors and the good angels and the higher gods and also myself, the higher me's, and you know what they need to know from you guys to partake in this new journey of letting go of certain things that's no longer serving you because it's going to sabotage what? Your abundance, you know. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have in fairyland and human land. There is enough abundance for everyone. So the fairies is definitely saying it's enough abundance to go around for everyone. Okay? If you thinking one-sided or filling up your cup halfway with negative energy and then expecting, and pretty much you flowing your cup up with a lot of negative, but then you expect somebody pure and somebody good to come in and, you know, pour into your cup. They gonna look in your cup and be like, nah, you ain't been doing nothing but negative. I can't pour into your cup no more. You have to empty that cup out of that negative and pour back into that cup of positive flow, positive vibes, positive inspiration, positive teachings, wisdom, knowledge, loving on yourself, loving on people, loving on the creations that the higher gods give us, you know, and created us. They created us out of love. Them higher gods created all their children with love, you know. Even when, you know, certain, you know, people was created out of hate and maliciousness, they still, you know, wanted them to have love in their heart. But they couldn't let that hate go. They couldn't let that hurt go. They couldn't let that envy go. They couldn't let that sabotage go. They couldn't let it go. And that's why they have not healed. And that's why they're going through trials and tribulations, and not in the physical, but in the spiritual. You know, and that's why you have to connect with your ancestors fully so you can bond with those solid ones and, you know, heal whatever triggers, you know, help heal those triggers, you know, break those generational curses and all of that stuff that previous family members have created. You know, you are the ones that are going to be the new foundation of a new beginning. Old ways got to go. New ways got to come. Fresh new things got to be elevated now, because the old ways is done. Them old ways is tired. Them old ways got a lot of people in the graveyard. A lot of old ways got a lot of people blindsided with not being able to see the truth. Okay? Or they too stuck in their old ways to acknowledge certain things. Just like, you know, not knocking no ministers or knocking no pastors, but if you really don't know what them scriptures are about, you should not be in there, because there's keys in everything that you read, the knowledge, everything. People interpreted that Bible, and a lot of people are scared to even go in that Bible and read that Bible because they getting misconstrued. You have to dissect what them higher gods and, you know, the people that they told this knowledge and wisdom to write these Bibles, to write those Bibles. You know, you have to dissect it. You know, you have to go within. You have to read with him, with the higher gods, meaning Father, Mother, and Son. You know. But, you know, that's another subject. I'm gonna get off of that, because I don't want to offend nobody, because it is good preachers out there. There is good ministers, but I'm telling you, change is coming. You know, people say it's the end of days. Yes, it's the end of the old ways, end of the old habits, the old mantras, the false stuff, the not telling the truth, you know, revealing the truth, not, you know, being blindsided, not being, oh, where did they go? What did you do? How did you know? It's because they going within. They going and speaking to the higher gods. They isolating themselves and going within and teaching themselves with the higher gods is teaching them. They learning how to take accountability. They learning how to forgive themselves and others. They shedding their, you know, being vulnerable with the higher gods. They being grateful for whatever things that they get blessed with, whether it's $1. If you get blessed with $1, be grateful for that dollar. You know, because it's a blessing regardless. You know. You know, be grateful for people, and also be grateful for the higher gods in the universe. Because when you work with the universe and the higher gods and the good angels and the good ancestors, they're going to work back with you the right way. Okay, and the fairies. You know, because that's part of the higher gods' creation is those amazing fairies, okay, as well. Okay, fairies, what messages do you need them to know for this collective, you know, cutthroat, you know, special on my, you know, talk show, Nubian King and Queen Flavor, Table Tea Talk Cutthroat, and also channel messages through this talk show, you know. What messages do they need to know? My fairies. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. Leave y'all out. She like, they like, she done left me out. Come together. So come together. Fairies like to be busy in group of them. It's showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. So you see how they working together? They working together as a unit. One is doing what they needed to be doing. The other one is doing what they need to be doing, but they doing it in a unique sense. They are doing it through the universe and themselves. They loving on themselves. They helping each other, coming together, co-creating together of new things, fresh new things. Okay? And they happy and interested in learning new things, more things, you know, fairy spotting. So yes, fairy spotting, you know. And that's another thing. It's time to go fairy spotting. It says that seeing is believing, but in the fact opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So believing in the non-seeing, or believing in, if you a non-believer of certain creations that the higher gods created, you better start believing, because they work with them too. They got to say so too of what happens in your life as well. They got to say so. Don't think that they don't. You know. You know. You got to believe, just like the higher gods created different types of sea animals in the ocean, in the river, in the water. If you can believe certain animals that they created, why can't you believe that the fairies they created too? You know, they created a lot. The higher gods create a lot. This universe they created a lot. You got sea urchins, you got sea animals, sea hawks, monkeys. If they could create all of those type of animals, and also dinosaurs and all of that, because yes, dinosaurs are real. People don't think that they are, but they are, or whatever. that's in the AC/BC time, you know, before humankind. You know, the higher gods wanted to create animals first to see. You know. So, sorry if I know a lot. I'm not sorry, but you know, I love giving a lot of knowledge and wisdom. If you take it and embrace it. If you don't, then it's not for you, and you're not ready for it yet. And when you're ready for it, then come back. Okay? You know? And when you're ready for it, then come back. Don't embrace it if you're not fully ready for it. You know, don't come and embrace me if you're not fully ready for this flow, this, you know, universal flow, this abundance flow of happiness, joy, healing, you know, getting to know all of the higher gods' creations, not just the animals, but also the fairies, you know, because they can come in animal form too. They're not going to show you, they're only going to show the higher gods and the ancestors and the good angels and the intuitive people, you know, their form, their true form. Okay? So if you haven't learned that, then you're not ready for it. So don't get mad at other people that is trying to elevate themselves and motivate themselves and be around people that want to come together and make this world a better place or whatever. Okay? Moon energy, you know, a lot of people need to be, you know, releasing old habits at night. Nighttime is the best time to release old things, you know. When worry and anxiety come in the day or come up, at nighttime is when you need to release it. Release those things that's no longer serving you. If you have to go outside and just have a conversation with the moon, you can, because she's speaking too. She can speak to you too. Don't think that the moon cannot speak to you, because yes, she can, and her children that ride alongside her as well. Okay? You know. Don't think this because the sun, you can speak to the sun, you can speak to the moon too, but you have to have good intentions when you speak into the moon. You have to bring in good things, release old habits, old ways, old thinking, old triggers. Release that so you can have a new beginning of new things, you know, new things, because this is the season of Scorpio season, fire season. So it's time to let go of all that feistiness. It's time to bring in more abundance of love, wisdom, knowledge, teaching, you know, healing, all of that. We getting rid of old habits, old ways, so you can have new beginnings of new things, embracing new things and coming together with people that you may think may be, you know, arrogant or stuck up. No, they just know they shit, and they take pride in their stuff. You know, they don't want to misinform anybody or miseducate nobody, because there's a lot of people miseducating people about the spiritual journey, you know, about voodoo and hoodoo and stuff like that, because the original origin of us is protection. It was about healing and protection, you know, and abundance of, you know, helping people, you know, circulate through this universe, you know. But hey, you know, if you don't get it, you don't get it, you know. But if you're not ready for this type of, you know, embrace, then come back when you're ready. Okay? Don't misplace somebody else's embrace because you're not ready to embrace it. If you're not ready for that full-blown spiritual journey, don't call yourself a spiritualist. If you're not ready to go through the dark night, the wicked night, none of that. If you're not ready to go full-blown blast of healing and, you know, being a warrior for the higher gods and yourself and the ancestors that's rocking with you, that fight for you, and the good angels that fight for you and want to see you strive and see you win and see you glow up, then this channel ain't for you. So you can keep it moving and let someone that actually want to embrace me and want to love on me, and I love on them back with knowledge, wisdom, teachings, truth, and love from the higher guides, the good ancestors, the good angels, okay, and the fairies as well. You know, so just embrace who you are, okay. Release, so you can be able to embrace more good in your life, more uniqueness, more, a ripple effect of good. You want that ripple effect of good coming in your life. You don't want to have that ripple effect of negative flow, negative vibes, okay. Anything else, fairies? And I'm gonna end it, because you know anything else they need to know for this ending? Yes. Protection, because see, when you align yourself with the higher gods the right way, the healing way, the proper way, you will be protected by their creations. They're gonna show you back the same amount of love. But if you push out negative flow, negative vibes, hate, jealousy, envy, none of that healing, they're gonna ashes, ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, they all fall down. So if you don't want to fall down, you got to pick yourself up again. Every time people make you fall, pick yourself back up again. Is what the fairies want you to know. When you fall, pick yourself back up again. Ask the higher gods to assist you. Ask the universe to assist you. But you have to go within too and start, protecting yourself from, negative flow, negative vibes, negative energy. That's what they saying with the protection. They want you to protect yourself from low vibrational people and be around people that's going to, oh yeah, see, and that, the leaf, see how the universe is working with me, baby. They don't, all right now, you have to, they definitely is like, don't stop, tell them, baby, don't stop. Can't get enough of you. Because when you start growing and maturely growing and spiritually growing and getting in tune with the higher gods, praying to them for everything, seeking their guidance, seeking their wisdom, knowledge, teaching, and the people that they appoint in your direction, whether it's from your ancestors, because the higher gods will bring messengers always, and they will protect you. That's in fairy form, earthly form, animal form, creation of the trees form, So if you're not, in tune with all of the creations of Mother Earth and her husband and her son, then you ain't in tune like you say you are, is you? But you have to learn how to heal. Heal those wounds, heal things, okay? And make your wishes wisely, okay? Wish good for others and yourself, not wish for other people to fall only for you to rise. That ain't right. That's gonna put you down a slippery slope. It's been people doing moon energy magic, trying to do negative things. Them fairies is not gonna let them wishes go through. If you doing anything negative in the universe or with the people that they protect, yeah, they gonna give you the dark side of them, and they definitely have a dark side too, okay? And they'll stop a lot of doors being open for you too. So don't think that them fairies won't trust. You heard me. That was and they, yes, like I said, they can stop your abundance or whatever of flowing naturally, and they will have things blocked for you if you don't come together and start paying attention to people, places, and things. If you see a person elevating and motivating people and you being gravitated to them, then do right by them. because then you will be protected fully with the people that they are connected with. And I'm definitely connected with all of the higher God's creations, and including the fairies. You know, even when they was like, oh no, she did not just not call us. But but yeah, you know, you have to believe in the unknown. Believe. It only takes one time to believe something that you didn't know nothing about, or you was unsure about. You know, it's okay to ask. It's okay to ask. You know. You know. And I'm gonna get one. I don't even, give me two out of here, cause I will be here all night, y'all. Cause y'all be being on it. They be wanting me to go on and on and on. But you know, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it. It's all worth it. Okay. Whew. Mm-hmm. Okay, the higher gods and the ancestors that's rocking and rolling with the higher gods and my higher selves as well, and the good angels as well, and also the fairies and the creations of the universe. What messages of the spirit message oracle cards do this, you know, channel message need for the collectives, my all color rainbow heart fairies? What messages do they need to hear from spirit? Okay, from the spirits, meaning the ancestors that's rocking and rolling with the higher gods and the good angels, and also the higher gods. Thank you. You are not moving too slowly. Drop the self-indulgent pressure. You are the sweet spot between taking care of yourself and still making advancements or in your goals. On this path, there is no such thing as being behind. Smile, breathe, carry on. So sometimes breathe. That was for somebody that need to breathe. Sometimes breathe. You know, soak it in. Inhale, deep inhale. That means you need to be doing some deep sound healing. You can go on YouTube, or you can also, it's a person on my YouTube, on my TikTok that I follow, and he follow me, and he does a lot of the sound healing. His name is Extrick, or ESOTRICKS. I think that's how you say his name, but he is good with doing sound healing, and it's a couple other people. And then you can also go on YouTube as well, and you know, YouTube some sound healing, deep breathing meditation or whatever. So that means somebody definitely need to be doing some meditating on their goals, meditating, coming outside and meditating, getting that electrolytes from that amazing sun that's beaming down on me. What areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you upset, worry, disrupted sleep? If so, these are the areas you need to focus on as much as you don't want it to. As much as you don't want to, it is necessary. Tackle your demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. So see what I'm saying? Self-sabotage, self-doubt, you know, allowing yourself to embrace, you know, things that's triggering you, those inner demons, that inner darkness. Okay? Instead of pushing yourself so hard, stop, breathe, and reevaluate. You are doing enough. Even if it doesn't feel like it, don't worry yourself out to the point of exhaustion. It is not worth it. Balance your time more wisely. So this is for somebody that is pushing themselves too hard at work. So that's another thing. If you pushing yourself at work, doing that 9 to 5, don't push too much. Sometimes you need to take a time and go on vacation and enjoy life. You know, sometimes it's time for you to take some time for yourself. it's necessary for you to take some time out for yourself because you being exhausted, you going overload, you overloading yourself. So somebody definitely need to be not overloading themselves with their job. Sometimes it's time for you to take a step back and, you know, relax, take a mini vacation, because you're gonna lose out on what the value of life is in its, you know, experiencing this amazing earth. You know, you don't have to go on no extravagant vacation. You could just go to a small little lake house or whatever, or meet up with somebody that you interested in, or, you know, wanting to get involved with. You know, don't be a workaholic, basically. Okay, sometimes you have to relax so you can rejuvenate yourself, okay, and reevaluate, you know, what is causing you so much stress and not being able to, you know, breathe. You want to be able to breathe. Sometimes release, relate, you know, what is it, release, relate, or something like that. It's a part on Living Single where Regine used to say that or whatever, and I took that on as my little simple phrase: relate, relax, release, relate, or whatever. So relax, release, relate, okay, and relate to yourself of you pushing yourself too much. Sometimes you need to relax and enjoy life, you know, enjoy what the fruits of your labor. If you working so hard, how you gonna enjoy them funds, you know, if you not enjoying it, you know? you you know, that's gonna make you have a, anyway. No action, you know. I mean, you gonna be clogged up, then when you ready to release, you know, you gonna sometimes you have to relax, take a day off, take a few days off from work, take a sick day, holiday, whatever, and rejuvenate yourself. Okay, you pushing yourself to the limit, and you don't pushing to the limit, because I'm hearing that song when I say that. So you are pushing yourself to the limit. Don't push yourself too far to where you end up making yourself ill or be in the hospital. Okay, don't be a workhorse and not be able to grasp the enjoyment of your fruits of your labor of working so hard. Okay, make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down and any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead of you. So this is somebody that definitely need to make today their new beginning, releasing all things. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. So leave them triggers in the past. That's why I say purge. Purge is a good thing. It's okay to purge during the moon, meaning releasing negative energy, not doing moon magic of trying to hurt people or harm people, to use people as guinea pigs. The moon is for people to release any triggers, any, you know, traumas, anything negative. Release it so your new day, your new beginning, your grand day could be better, be your load be lightened up a little bit. Okay, release old ways, old habits, old thinking. Is that all they needed to know, my loves? Thank you. And I'm gonna do a namaste, and this is from, you know, Mother Gaia, only Mother Earth. Because I didn't know if you wanted me to say it out loud. Okay, so because you know I ain't too proud. I'm not, babe. You already know. I am not afraid. Because I know who I am, you know. you know, sometimes you gotta laugh. Laugh is good for the soul. Laughter is good for the soul. Laugh sometimes, cry sometimes, shed Do all of that during the moon, during the nighttime to release. If you having a hard time sleeping at night, that means you need to be going outside. Even if you don't see the moon, that means you need to be going outside, releasing things that's keeping you up at night, that's hurting you, hindering you, sabotaging you. Release that, okay? The moon is there to release old things, so your new can be different. So when you wake up, you could be refreshed, rejuvenated. And it may not be your energy either. It could be someone else's energy that's pulling you. So when you being pulled, that means you need to be, you know, speaking to your ancestors and the higher gods, the good ancestors that's rocking with you, that want to see you elevate. Okay, it's time for people to be purging. And when I mean purging, releasing to the moon, releasing old things, old habits, old ways, old thinking, hurtfulness, hatefulness, cruelness, all of that. Release it. That's what she out there for, you know. But if you doing trickery and fuckery with her, she gonna give it back to you. She not gonna give it to the person that you wishing that on, because she already knows that person is doing good, pushing out good, elevating, trying, pushing themselves, driving themselves, you know, for better, for themselves and others. You know, it's a new day, a new dawn, and I'm feeling good. You know, and that's not her name. Hey, hey. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry. But it's a new day, a new dawn, and I'm feeling good. So feel good about yourself. Love thyself. Love you, okay? Alright. Okay, Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, because you know that's you. What messages from the Namaste stress release cards, and also, you know, Mother Ashun, what messages do you need for them to know for their Namaste stress less cards? What stress less cards they need to be releasing? Release, relate. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. That is it. That's all she needed you to know. Wash your hair. Use some good shampoo and wash your hair. Feel your fingers massage your head. Let your head feel every sensation. Feel the bubbles cleansing your hair and scalp. Notice how the water rinses your hair and mind clean. Being stressed can cause pressure to build up around your head. Massage your head can help release and invigorate the largest and most complex organ in your body, the brain. Infiltrated. Sorry, because I'm not a good speller, and I'm country, so you know. But basically what she's saying about washing your hair, maybe she's trying to tell you to immerse yourself in water. It's time for someone to take a spiritual bath. So you definitely need to take a spiritual bath, meaning salt water, sea salt, pink Himalaya salt, sea salt, you know, and immerse your whole head in the water, you know, to release some of that spiritual warfare that's going on. You being attacked in your temple, meaning your head. Your crown chakra is being tackled, being, you know, targeted. So you definitely need to immerse your head to cleanse that, you know, attack off of you, okay? Meaning sage, okay? If that's why you having constant headaches or severe headaches, that means that your crown chakra is being attacked. So you need to be protecting that crown, wearing a turban or a scarf or a bonnet or whatever, okay? That's a channel message for someone, because this is my talk show where I'm just coming from what the ancestors provide for me and the messages that someone needs to hear, okay? On Nubian King and Queen Flavor Table Tea Talk Cutthroat, messages from the higher gods and messages from my higher selves and me and the ancestors and the creations, meaning the creator, the animals that the higher gods created. And, you know, and they love speaking, you know, in the universe, okay? And everybody's ancestors that's working with me to relay these messages, they got permission because I'm doing videos, so they got permission from my ancestors to come in and speak these messages to people. So come examine your surroundings. Come to look at things with fresh eyes. A baby doesn't look at their surroundings as being good or bad. She looks upon her world as being interesting. Renew your thoughts again. Don't label what you see. Just take interest and find amazement. When there is nothing to categorize or label, you will feel free of prejudice and stress. You will feel peace and wonder. So basically what the fairies are saying, releasing those things that's no longer serving you. And also Mother Gaia, aka Oshun, you know, Mother Earth. So she definitely is saying, release those old habits, them old ways, okay? Examine your surroundings. Is you pouring into yourself? Is you looking into your inner self? Are you taking accountability? Are you going within? Are you looking at your third eye too? As you looking at people with the third eye, not just these two eyes, but this one as well. Are you paying attention to who is moving you, who is motivating you, who is pushing you, who is making you wanting to be better? Is these the people that you want to be around with? That is motivating you? Pay attention to those ones. But if you're gonna pay attention to people that's blindsiding you or stressing you out or causing you stress or causing you worryation and causing you low vibratiousness, then them ain't the people you need to be. You need to take a look at your surroundings. So that's a message for a lot of people. Examine your surroundings. Pay attention to everybody. You know, what looks good on the outside cannot be good on the inside if they spewing out negative stuff. Okay? Self-love and affirmation. Practice positive affirmations about yourself throughout your day, such as, I am amazing, I am strong, I am healthy, I bake a great cake. I bake a great cake, or I make someone smile today. I made someone smile today. So I'm hoping, and I have faith that I'm going to make someone smile today. I'm going to make somebody laugh. I'm going to make somebody be like, you know what, she's right. You know, so yes. You know, positive, you know, write these down somewhere you can see them to remind yourself of your positive attributes and thoughts. Self-love affirmation can be a powerful emotional healing tool, as they can transform a negative self-image into a positive self-image. Increase your sense of power, reduce stress, and experience personal fulfillment. So that means personal growth, personal enjoyment, personal healing, taking accountability, self-love, doing your self-affirmations, okay? Because it ain't nothing wrong with doing that. Even if you think that you're confident or your confidence is so high, you still could do self-love affirmations in your mind or whatever. If you don't want to write it down, you can write it in your head and say it every day when you wake up. Because that's what I do when I say thank you to the higher gods. I also thank myself for being able to still be able to do this and love it and enjoy it, and I love teaching people and helping people and healing people and helping heal myself and along in the process. And I help support people. I love doing that, but I can't give all of my, you know, goodness to everybody, because not everybody is meant to grasp that right now, and it's okay. It's not meant for you to be ready for this if you're not ready for it, okay? So this is for people that is ready for this awakening or reassurance of their awakening, or want that extra motivation, that extra truth, that extra wisdom, that extra knowledge, that extra confirmation, you know, from the higher gods, the ancestors that's rocking with us, and, you know, and the higher gods, the good angels, and the creations, this amazing universe. You know, even with the flaws, it's still amazing, you know. So that is all she wanted you to know, okay? Because I'm assuming, you know. Did you want to say something too? Out of the namaste? Okay. So what did you want to say? Father, meaning father and son. the head chief in charge, and then second chief in charge is his son. Okay. What messages from the namaste that you want them to know as well for this message? Thank you. You just want me to stay on here a little bit longer. So this is for both of y'all. From both of y'all, okay? Make time for vacation. What I say, I told you. For this person that need to make time to get out and go be with somebody that they love or want to share their love with, or want to be with some friends, or want to go with some friends, or want to meet some new friends that you know got good souls or good energy about them, and positive flow, positive vibes, and uplift you and motivate you. It's time for you to make time for vacation. Even if it is just in your mind, go on a vacation. Where have you been wanting to visit? What inspirational places have you seen in photographs? Go there in your mind and imagine what it would be like to be there. Let your sense make the experience as real as possible. Do this for 8 minutes. Travel, even imaginary travel, reduces the feeling of being stressed. So go on vacation as often as you need. It costs you nothing. So pretty much, if you like right now, see, I'm on this outside doing my little collectives because I like, being in sync with the universe and the creations that they create, and I love it, But I like coming up here to my little spot because look, it's a playground, trees, and that's them 2 apple trees. And them apples smell so good, they be all over the place. But yes. You want to be able to take a walk on the wild side, being able to, go within, go for a walk, go to the lake, go to the beach, go to, the YMCA, go to the library, something that is going to give you some type of peace of mind that's going to relieve a lot of stress. Even if you want to take a little vacation to go see your honeydew, go see your honeydew. Stop beating around the bush and go see your honeydew. Because I'm sure, and I'm sensing that and ain't no sensing, I can feel her energy too. For some odd reason, this is a full-blown collective message for anybody's energies, meaning the ancestors that came in here to embrace me with these messages. So that person is definitely yearning for you too, and wants you to take a break so you can come and, take a mini vacation, a nightcap or a day cap or a mini spa or whatever. It's time for you, explore that, stop being a stick in the mud, stop being a turtle. Stop being a turtle. I know slow and steady wins the race, but you being a little bit too slow is what that person is saying. Yeah, turtle my ass is what she said. She said you're going a little bit too slow. She definitely said, nah, he going too damn slow. He need to come on with it. Like, come on with it. I'm ready to celebrate good times. Come on. Let's have a funky good time, It's time. It's time. It is time. And for, earlier what I said before I let go about, ministers and pastors and stuff like that. Let me be politically correct. There are some pastors and preachers that's doing the word of God, that's doing God's will, God's, the higher God's ways. But they also wanting to let you guys know to, take some time to introduce yourself to the mother of earth as well. Introduce yourself to her too. Not just the father and son, but mother too. You know, they want you guys to revamp certain things about the word of them. If you can like dissect it a little bit better, to interpret it a little bit better, you know, being able to bring the people, you know, to the house of gods, the higher gods, of, you know, helping people, you know, doing good for people, you know, doing good by, you know, helping the needy, you know, using that church for the needy, for a place for the needy to go and have somewhere to sleep so they won't be sleeping on the streets. You know, that's what I mean by revamping. You know, you being a pastor or a minister, you need to be doing some other things, because they definitely are not pleased with a lot of pastors and ministers. You know, shouldn't nobody be homeless, meaning shouldn't nobody be sleeping out in the streets. If you have a big ass church, use one of those rooms as, you know, put little beds, or, you know, beds for them to be able to come and rest their head, because that's serving the people. Okay, you know, that's really serving God's people, you know. So, you know, and, you know, having pantries for food and stuff like that, you know, y'all need to start doing that too, you know, and not, you know, criticizing people that is spiritual, meaning people that use these tarot cards, because y'all keep forgetting that this is what we used to have to use for communication back in the day. So don't, you know, be one-sided, don't be blindsided, you know, because it's in the Bible, it's in the scriptures, you know, what we had to use to communicate with each other, and other means and ways of, you know, speaking to the higher gods, you know. But yeah, but, you know, that's what I mean by, you know, not so good pastors and pastors. It's still good ones out there, and there's still ones that need to be reintroduced to the higher gods again, you know, and getting out of that habit of doing old things, you know. So, and not judging people, spiritual people that is using these, because to know the higher gods, you got to know that they are spiritual. They was never religious. You know, I may shake a little feathers when I say that, but, you know, it is what it is. It's a new day, a new dawn, you know. It's time to, you know, redo some things. And that's speaking from the higher gods and the ancestors. You know, they ain't gonna have me say something that I ain't supposed to say, and it was meant for me to say what I needed to say. Okay, so if you take it, you know, as a dig, then you ain't really in tune with the higher gods, you know. You know, because, you know, to be a teacher of the practice of the ministry, and, you know, and being a pastor, you have to be able to be a student too. You're never too old or too, you know, wise not to get more wisdom, new wisdom. So, you know, you know, so, you know, don't be afraid of, you know, trying new things, revamping, you know, the church house, you know, because you're supposed to serve God's people, and those children are God's people. So, you know, but is that all you needed me to say, my loves? you like, you up here all night. They either take it or leave it alone. I know that's right. Take it or leave it alone. This is not a dig on anybody. This is to elevate your mind, body, and soul, and revamp yourself and reintroduce yourself to not only father and son. You know, y'all call him, you know, Allah. I call him Allah too. Y'all may call him God, the head chief in charge. You know, some of y'all may call his son, you know, Jesus, King Jesus, the Messiah, Matti, or, you know, Yahweh or Yahshua. but that's the Most High. That's his son. And then y'all keep forgetting about Mother Ashun, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. That is his mother too. You understand? You know, to understand the higher gods, you got to understand all of the higher gods, not just, you know, the little gods, but I'm talking about the head chiefs, head chiefs in charge. Okay, you know. But you know, you know, I don't want to defend, I don't want to offend nobody, but I'm speaking truth because I'm connected with them higher gods. And when I say I'm connected, I'm truly am connected. I speak and talk to them about everything. So, you know, and if they didn't want me to say what I needed to say, I wouldn't have said it. So, you know, let's start doing some things, some new things for this, you know, shedding old things and beginning new things, new foundations, new liberations, new, you know, spiritual journeys with the higher gods, you know, revamping yourself, reevaluating, you know, how you know, preaching the word of God's, you know, because in one of the scriptures, it says in there, you know, you're going to have fathers and mother. One mother, fathers, plural, more than one. That means father, head father, and son, mother. You know, mother, father, son. Okay? You know, this is a teaching moment. I'm a teacher and I'm also a student, you know. So, and I get all my messages from the higher gods, telepathically, spiritually, mentally, and in that Bible that I read. I don't read it on a day basis, but when I read it, they tell me what I need to read, and I actually have them dissect it for me. But now I'm able to dissect what they really was trying to say in that Bible, you know, and I love it, you know, and I love being introduced to them. I had to lose something to gain something, and I gained something, and I'm never turning back away from them. You know, I gained love from them, unconditional love for myself and for them unconditionally, spiritually, emotionally, wisdom, knowledge, teaching. I'm the student and they the teachers, you know, and I love being the student, you know. But y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, grand evening, grand night. Because we're not mourning anything, you guys. It's a brand new day, a new dawn, a grand rising for the awakening of the masses. And when I say masses, I'm talking about the people, the children of gods, the high gods, okay? I love y'all. And I love my red, all color rainbow hot fairies. And also, I'm going to end it on that note of tarot card, and then I'm gonna end it. All right. The wheel is turning, so that means the wheel of fortune is going to be turning in a lot of people's favors. The world is changing. It needs to change. They definitely saying it must change. It has to change. It has to be a new change. It has to be a new beginning, a reawakening. To know the truth, reveal the truth, is the veil is being removed from a lot of people. People are waking up, and if you're not in tune or waking up to that, move aside. So them people that can see that, embrace that, okay? So they can have new beginnings, new foundation, new harvest of, you know, fruits and vegetables and, you know, natural or organic things. I was about to say organs, you know, you know, organic things, you know. So somebody is an organ fan or oriental fan. So somebody is a hockey fan. Oh. You want to know if the Orientals gonna win? Ah, man, I'm picking up somebody's energy right now that want to know if their hockey team will win. And let's see. Starting be surprised. Just watch the action. That's all, you know. Okay. All right. Tarot for this talk show / channel message from the all color rainbow hot fairies, kings and queens. What channel messages from the tarot do they need to know for whoever's energy that I picked up on this channel message? What messages they need to know for the tarot of new beginnings, shedding old things, okay? The higher gods, the good ancestors that's rocking and rolling with me, the good angels, and the creators of the animals. Oh man, what message to end this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Thank you. That's it. So yeah. So yes, what came out was judgment for a lot of people. So judgment is going to be set down on a lot of people if you don't change your old ways, your old habits, letting go of things that's no longer serving you. You know, shedding old ways, old habits, so you could be your unique self, bring out the uniqueness in yourself, and raise the frequency of the vibration of the earth. Okay? And it's a lot of people that are still stuck in their ways. It's time to let go of things that's no longer serving you. It's okay to be alone. Sometimes you have to be alone to get to know yourself. Okay? You know, and it's time for certain ministers and pastors and, you know, ministries to get re-evaluated with the higher gods, to get reintroduced to mother, father, and son, because it's a new day, a new dawn, getting rid of old habits, old ways, false things, and speaking the truth and enlightening people. Okay? Speaking truth and doing it with justice, of favor, because the higher gods did not have me speak for nothing. You know, they saying justice is going to come swiftly for a lot of people. Judgment, because y'all have been not doing the right things by the works of the people and serving them the proper way. You know, so it's time to shed old habits, old things, old ways of doing things, and speak the truth. Reveal the truth. Stop hiding behind the lies. Because if you keep telling lies, everything is going to crumble. Everything is going to fall for those people that I'm speaking of, that I had to speak to. You know, I don't speak nothing to hinder nobody or to hurt nobody, but to enlighten you that the higher ups are not playing no games. You know, so it's time for new days, getting rid of old habits, old ways, a new day, releasing old things and revamping yourself, reintroducing yourself, you know, before you won't get judgment from the higher gods. You know, so reintroduce yourself to the higher gods. Meditation, isolation, solidarity. You know, hi baby, hi honey. And introducing yourself, because that was B. So introducing yourself to mother earth, you know. Okay, so you definitely have to take a walk on the wild side and introduce yourself to new spiritual journey. It's a new spiritual journey that people need to be taken, because the higher gods are not religious. They've always been spiritual. A spiritual connection, a spiritual healing, a spiritual renewing of who you are, and shedding old things, old ways, old habits, and releasing them and revamping yourself before you won't get judgment from the higher gods and the good angels and the ancestors that's representing the higher gods. Okay, my loves bugs? Yes, you know, be enlightenment. See what I say? You know, a lot of people ain't been enlightening people. A lot of people been, you know, just taking money from people. Not you're doing right by people. Okay? So it's time for y'all to wake up and get enlightenment. Because who is this? This is Mother. Mother Earth is saying it's time to get enlightenment. Be re-evaluated, revamped of who the higher gods are and the creations that they created. Meaning just not just the people, but the animals, the food, the water, the planet, you know, yourself, others, them, you know. So this is what y'all need to be paying attention to. Okay, my loves? But I'm going to go because he definitely is shining there. He making me hot. So he like, it's some people gonna be in the hot seat, baby. So y'all better get with it. Get with it. But you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. I love y'all, and don't forget that the higher gods love y'all too, and the ancestors that's rocking and rolling with y'all, and also the higher gods love you too, and the good angels and also their creations love y'all too, meaning the trees, the birds, the dogs, the animals that's in the water, you know, everything. It's always a message, always signs. Pay attention. All right, love y'all. Deuces. And don't be ashamed to express how much you love the higher gods and the good ancestors that's rocking and rolling with you, and also the good angels and the fairies, and also the animals and the creation, the universe. If you co-create with the universe correctly, they're gonna co-create with you back correctly. Okay? Even through the storms. All right? Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. I love y'all very much. Later. And when I say I love y'all, I really truly mean it, because I have a whole lot of love to give, and I want to express it to anybody that's willing and ready to receive that embrace. If you're not ready, swipe left or swipe right. Because I only want high vibrational beings around me, and people that is trying to raise their frequency to be high vibrational people. Okay? Love and light. Peace.